Hello, good morning, welcome to Ekate's Crossing. Okay, so this is day 4 of exploring, even though it's taken me a little bit longer than 4 days. Of course, it's been a very slow process, it's not something I've rushed. I've sort of been shuffling the deck, using it in different ways, getting to know the cards. But one way I've been doing it, of course, is separating the cards into major arcana, court cards, and the minor arcana, 1 to 10, the numbered ones, the numbered cards. Okay, that's one way I've been doing it, and pulling a card from each pile and then thinking about what the cards mean to me, but also looking at the guide, the little white book here, the little white book, just to sort of get an idea about what the cards could mean, another alternative meaning, just getting to know what the cards are, writing them down on a bit of paper or a journal or a blog or a vlog, whatever you like, however you like to record your readings in some way. It's just one way of looking at the cards. So let's do that today. Let's do that to start with. So let's shuffle the cards. And what major arcana or card are we going to look at today? Okay, the card we have here is the Lovers. Okay, the Lovers to me is always about choices. It's about relationships. Choices you've got to make in the relationship. Maybe the choices within the relationship is about moving forward into a new level, making a commitment. Depending on what other cards are in the pile, of course, to what the card could actually mean. Could talk about passion, affair, create, a sense of balancing out, a yin and yang type of energy. So let's have a look at the court card. What court card are we looking at today? This one here seems to be poking out. And we have the Queen of Coins. Okay, the Queen of Coins can be that sense. Okay, with the Queen of Coins, we could be looking at someone who is organized, assertive in a way, very practical in their approach. This is a very physical energy, okay, because coins are very physical. It's about their well-being, financial, material aspects of life. They can be very generous in some ways when needed, very generous when needed. There is a sort of a gentleness about them, but they're not emotional like a cup queen would be. It's not about thoughts or ideas like a queen, like a queen of swords, and it's not a passionate creative energy like Queen of Wands. So you've got this very practical, organized business type of energy. They are very down to earth. It is a very earthy energy, which is interesting here. So there's a lot of things to think about when you're thinking about the Lovers, and you've got the Queen of Coins here as well. So you've got choices to be made in regards to relationships, in connection to maybe an opportunity. And oops, let's shuffle the cards. Sorry, I didn't shuffle them up. Let's shuffle the cards and say, hey, what minor arcana are we going to look at today? Okay, this one here. Ooh, Ace of Swords. So we need to be very clear-minded, very focused on nurturing our well-being. I think very much about the choices that we need to make in relationships. We need to have a very clear decision. Interesting here when you look at these 3 cards. So we've got the Lovers, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, and then the Ace of Swords. So let's have a look and see. We've talked about clarity, we've talked about decisions. Here we've talked about this person who's very well-being, health, finances type of energy, materialistic, a very practical energy, very down to earth. But there is a sort of a caring nature to her in some way. She can be quite generous. Okay, and then you've got the Lovers with the choices that need to be made. So let's have a look and see what the guidebook or the little white book has to say about the Lovers. Okay, he who turns the day and balances power to Egypt, Horus, and to his wife Hathor, who tends to our hearts with emotions. Please help guide us to make decent choices in matters of love and partnership. So the upright keywords is desire, passion, and loyalty. Reversed is, or ill-dignified, is spite, unappreciated, and submissive. That's interesting. Okay, they're interesting keywords in regards to the passion, the desires, the loyalty. Spite, unappreciated, and submissive. Now this is Horus and Hathor. Horus and Hathor. Okay, next we've got the Queen of Coins, or Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, let's have a look. Time for some self-care and put your own needs up front. Make sure you give yourself everything you need. Rest, water, exercise, and entertainment to give back at your highest energy level. So you're a nurturer, caregiver, and compassionate. Disconnected, and then the ill-dignified is disconnected, sickly, and cluttered. That's interesting. Okay, so next we've got Ace of Swords. We accept the gift of the Lehopish, the sword, from the divine hand of the gods. Cut through the chaos and confusion as we communicate throughout the day. Upright is inspired ideas, breakthroughs, and mental clarity. Ill-dignified or reversed is hesitation, delusions, and confusion. Hesitations, delusions, and confusion. So interesting in getting the sense of clarity. Again, I keep getting that sense of being generous, remembering to give unconditionally. I think there's a sense of, and I know it's all about self-care as well, as a remembrance to take care of self, nurture self in many ways. The sense of connecting with others. Maybe we feel at times with choices and things that we might feel a little bit disconnected with our desires. Interesting. So there's some things to think about in these cards, and I'm going to think about them during the day. So I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Now what I want to do is I actually want to go through. I just want to pick up the major arcana for a minute. And so that's our card that we're thinking about today, right? But I actually want to go through. Let me just grab these cards here. And I want to have a look. I just want to pick up the first. That's 4. I'm just doing something for a second. Just guys, just wait a second. Okay, so not looking at the Lovers card, all right? So we've got the Lovers card already, and I'm just going to pick out the first, the rest of the major. So we've got from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 7. So we've got the Chariot. Okay, so we've got up to the Chariot card. Okay, so I'm going to just pick out. So I'm thinking about the Lovers card. So I'm just connect with the Lovers card. And I want to pick out 2 more major arcana. It's just something I want to do. So I'm looking about, so when I talk about the Lovers, I'm talking about relationships, right? So we want to think about the direction that we're moving in regard to this relationship, the successes, the victories, and the choices that we make in regards to relationships. And the next card we have here is the Hierophant. So we're talking about our spirituality in regards to our successes and victories, in regards to our relationships. So what I'm doing now is just diving a little deeper into the major arcana, and I'm just going to do that very, very slowly as I think of these cards. I'm not I just want to just dive a little bit further into the major arcana, and this is going to be a very slow process. It's not, depending on what major arcana I choose here, to what we dive into a little bit further. So I'm just exploring, just expanding my reading just a little bit further. So here we have the Lovers, which is all about that choices that you've got to make in those connections, those relationships, those passions, those desires, the loyalty and things like that. And so you've got that sense of victory, success, the direction, the contemplation that you're doing before you actually move forward. The black and white, again, you've got those direction that you're actually moving into, and then you've got your spirituality, your faith, your learning, your education in regards to this relationship here. So what are you learning? What are you discovering? What's your spirituality, your belief, your faith in regards to this relationship, these connections, the choices that you're making in regards to this? So it really starts to build the reading a little bit further. Now you could go further on if you want to, but I just want to keep it really simple for today. And we've expanded from doing just our three here, and we've included another 2 major arcana, taking just from the cards here 1 to 7. So up to the Chariot, from 0, the Fool, up to the Chariot. Okay, so that's what we're doing at the moment, is just exploring. And I'll see how I go. I'm going to change this up depending on what happens in the next video. But I'm just trying to explore different ways that we can expand our readings, develop, grow in learning the deck and how it sort of combines when you're looking at a reading. So we've got that sense of clarity, making sure we've cut away all the confusion. There's clear thought about the idea of our well-being, our material aspects, our physical body, our sense of finances. Here, taking a very a nurturing but practical approach, a generous, kind, compassionate sort of person. You've got that sense of the choices that you've got to make in regards to the relationships, the connections, and with the relationship, and you have that sense of being organized, being so I think you need to be quite organized, make sure there's well-being in regards to the relationship, and you're clear-headed in regards to the connections, the relationships, the choices, the passions, and things like that. Okay, so I think I've sort of gone through a little bit. I've rambled a little bit about it. I've just sort of my thoughts, my ideas about what you can do and how you can explore a little bit deeper in a card. So you've picked up your 3 cards here, and you just want to know a little bit more about the major arcana. So you pick 2 more cards. Now you don't want to keep on going. You just want to keep it really simple. You don't want to over expand. You don't want to go into too much depth at this stage. We're just going to keep it very, very simple. Remember, you're just learning a new tarot deck, or maybe you're sort of just starting out and you just want to explore just a little bit at a time. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, and blessed be.